Hi, I'm here with Martha, who just had a really killer set in Rough Trade. Yeah, guys, if you'd like to just introduce yourselves first of all.
You go.
I'm JC and I play the guitar in Martha.
Hello, I'm Daniel and I play the guitar on Martha.
Hello, I'm Naomi. I play the bass in Martha.
And I'm Nathan and I play the drums.
And I'm Josh and I'm not in Martha. But here we go. So you guys have just come off stage from a set in Rough Trade, which was really lively for sort of, about a 11:30 kind of set.
Yeah.
I mean, have you got a lot of fans that you sort of know in the crowd there?
One or two. It was nice to see so many people up and moving. I know Saturday morning's sometimes a bit of a rough spot for a lot of people, especially after Friday night. We played at the Chameleon in town last night, and there was a lot of familiar faces from last night's show, so that was nice.
How would you describe your sound, really? I'll pass you over to you.
Well, I think like energetic pop, punk, yeah, and like, yeah.
Yeah, we started out, we were like, let's start like a pop soul band. We were listening to a lot of Motown and the House Martins and the Beautiful South, but because we've always played in punk bands since we were teenagers, we couldn't really shake the punk sound, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, so we're sort of like a punk pop group.
For me, obviously, I've never heard you guys before, but I mean, I was really digging your sound. Like, it was really, really good. It was really energetic, and for a Saturday morning after coming off of a shift, it was a good pick-me-up, really. I'm going to say it was a really good pick-me-up. As seen on your merch stand, you have a 12-inch and a 10-inch, am I correct?
Yeah. The 10-inch has just been it was our first EP, and it's been reissued on 10-inch, which is amazing to have because it was never on vinyl, so it's lovely to see on vinyl. And then the 12-inch is an album called Caught and Strong, and that was out last year. And I like them.
So would you say there's sort of a big difference between putting your music on a vinyl record compared to a CD or a tape? Have you ever put sort of any other formats?
Yeah, we've had CDs and tapes. I like having tapes and I like having vinyl. It seems really special when you play them and you put them on and stuff. Even just having them. There's a lot of vinyl that I just have. And but then we'll just listen digitally. But it's really nice just having vinyl, it's good.
How do you feel Record Store Day treats smaller artists?
There's got to be a balance between Record Store Day and Record Store Life.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my life is Record Store Life, and there's aspects of Record Store Day where I'm like, it's cool, and I'm like, yeah, it's great in terms of getting money for an independent record shop. But you got to remember that this isn't the reason record shops are special is not because they make money. They're not like Starbucks. The reason they're special is because they contribute to culture and they contribute to art and society in really important ways that can't be forgotten. So I think you got to balance the sort of commodity fetishism of owning objects, which is important, especially cultural objects, but also with a sort of, it's like that old thing, a dog's not just for Christmas, it's for life. You need to be going to record stores every time you go into town and spending money and supporting small record shops. That's my personal view on it.
Do you think that records are sort of making a big sort of comeback, obviously, since early 70s, so on and so on and so on?
The punk scene that we've sort of grown up with has always been a sort of vinyl-oriented scene, so it's always been there. And I just think now because the major labels are cacking their pants about the internet and they're not making as much money as they used to, they need to sort of think about where they're going to make their money, and it's kind of manifested itself in limited edition reissues. So whether maybe there has been a bit of a resurgence in vinyl, but for us and a lot of people we know and have grown up with, it's always been there.
Yeah. Especially with the punk scene, I mean, a lot of it is DIY. It's you record it on a little microphone in your bedroom or garage or basement, and then you send it off to the press, and it comes back and it's just whoa. It's a big thing to have a vinyl record, and with Record Store Day, it's a really good celebration of celebrating everything to do with vinyl records. Do you have a lot of interest in your vinyls over your CD or digital sales?
It depends on the show, to be honest. Sometimes we sell like CDs, sometimes we sell vinyl. Like there's people who get quite excited about the vinyl, especially if it's like a certain colour, like we've had blue and orange, and so that's like something a bit more special. But yeah, it just seems to depend on the crowd.
What is sort of like your biggest accomplishment as a band? Who's going to take this one? Who's going to take this one?
It's kind of. I'm not going to answer the question. I mean, I am going to, but I'm going to be like, it's because it's kind of like what you see as accomplishment, and like whether it's like playing like a massive show, or whether it's kind of being like, I really enjoy going around, and being able to go around. You know, that's a really important and great thing for us to be able to do. Just like to go and play a small venue and like make friends and like really like be part of a community, rather than like playing big shows, which is also like a lot of fun. But I think it's like we definitely, we ground ourselves in that scene. I don't know like if that's an accomplishment.
It's nice being asked back. When people ask us back, you know, that's an accomplishment.
What's next for you guys in terms of shows or sort of albums, EPs, anything big on the horizon?
We have a pretty big summer planned. We have a couple of festivals booked, and we're heading to the mainland for the first time. We're doing a tour of Sweden in June, which is really exciting for us. Where I don't want to say, I can't think of the word. We're big fans of Scandinavia. Scandophiles. That's maybe what I'd say. So that's exciting. And the plan is to record LP number 2 over the coming months, which is exciting.
We're playing at Indie Tracks. We're playing a festival called Vida in Barcelona.
There's also another one, but we can't say what it is yet.
A very secret one. Thanks a lot for speaking to me and to the viewers of Trent TV. Have you got anything you'd like to sort of say to our viewers before we part ways?
Move to Durham and never leave.
Yep, seconded.
So anything else? Just or move to Durham.
Never leave. Yep.
Turkey's growing more. This house is bloody, freezing cold. This poor stuff is nice, but it's too